Okay, now let's get ahead with the part number two. Yes, after splitting your data into training testing, I need to perform the vectorization. See, I can't put the data which I got from training and the testing directly into my model. No, because obviously it requires numerics, not your simple, the kind of a text stuff can't be submitted. It requires numerics. Okay, so for that purpose I'm going to take sklearn.feature extraction dot text import tfidf vectorizer. Very much important. Either I can take count vectorizer, either I can take tfidf vectorizer. Okay, so what does this means? Feature extraction dot text. Basically our target is tfidf vectorizer. Tfidf vectorizer. See, tfidf basically means term frequency inverse document frequency. Okay, to be very simple, for example, if you are available with a document, 10 pages document, and I am going to vectorize a word. I need to tag that particular word with some numerics. Okay, so for that purpose I'm going to use tfidf, or either I can use count vectorizer. Whatsoever, here I'm using tfidf. Okay, so tfidf is basically the number of times a word appear in the document. Number of times a word appear in a document. Okay, that means in a document of 10 pages, if a word appeared 10 times, so you can tag that particular word with the 10. This is a vector notation for that particular word. Okay, you can tag that word with this particular thing. Okay, so tfidf works proportionally, increasing the number of times a word appears in the document. Okay, but it is counterbalanced by the number of documents in which it is present. Okay, tabhi, that's why I told term term frequency. That means frequency of occurrence of a word. Frequency of occurrence of a word. तभी बोला ना term frequency. Term, for example, term is a word. So frequency of occurrence of a word. Inverse document frequency. Inverse document. That means we are going to counterbalance by the number of documents in which that particular word is present. That is TF-IDF. Okay, so the biggest advantage why we are going to use the TF-IDF thing here is because it is very simple and easy to use, and it's going to calculate simply and compute in a very simple way that what is the occurrence of a word in that particular document. That is the number of time a word appear in that particular text document.
Sir, please explain again TFID vectorizer.
Okay, as I'm telling, TF, that is term frequency inverse document frequency. Okay, that means the frequency of occurrence of a word in a document is been represented by TF-IDF. That is the number of times a word appeared in a counterbalanced by the number of documents that is been present. Okay, for example, you are having one document, two document, three document, whatsoever you are available with the document, how many times that particular word has been appeared on those documents, that is the frequency, that is the TF-IDF. So whatever the value which I am going to come, whatever the result which has been come via TF-IDF, I need to annotate that particular word with that particular frequency or the value or the occurrence. This is how I'm going to vectorize that particular word. Okay, with the numerics. Okay, so it,
Okay, sir.
so basically it indicates the score score of all non-zero values in the word vector for each document. Okay, so there are various other approaches also to perform the vectorization of the word. For example, I already told count vectorizer. There is one more approach that is called as word to vectorizer, word to vec model is also been there. But the point is I'm going to use TF-IDF here because its performance is much more better. Its performance is found to be much more better than these other techniques for the vectorization purpose. Okay, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to take the feature, I need to extract the features from the text and convert them into vectors. For that, I'm going to use TF-IDF. The next thing is I'm going to perform a pipelining. Pipelining, why? Why I'm going to perform the pipelining? Because the first thing I need to convert them into vectors, and then I need to apply a model over it. The next thing, that is support vector classifier, that is what I need to do. So I've used pipelining. The purpose of pipelining is to assemble several steps. Okay, see, point is, if I haven't used the pipelining, then I need to write a separate code, separate other code to perform the vectorization first, and then whatever the results I get got from the vectorizer, then I need to submit it to the model. But now if I do create a pipeline, so whatever been happened at a particular step, that is going to be given as an input to the next step automatically once we create a pipeline. So pipeline is to assemble the several steps that can be cross validated together, and we can set the different parameters inside it, depends whatever their requirement. So that is why I've used a pipeline here. Okay, so basically in case of scikit-learns, these pipelines, it serves as a meaningful operations which are chained or grouped together. Okay, the separate which can be which would have done on in the separate other individual steps, but the point is, I'm going to chain together, I'm going to group together under one channel, that will be done through the help of a pipeline. So that is why I've taken pipeline. And the next thing is, which I need to perform the classification. For that purpose, I'm going to take your SVC, that is support vector classifier. This is what I need to take. So from sklearn.svm, that is support vector machine, I'm going to take support vector classifier, because this is a classification problem. I'm having sentiment positive and negative, that is binary classification. So I need to take this classifier. So I hope you know about the support vector machines. The support vector machine is a supervised algorithm. It's a supervised learning technique which can be used for classification also, regression also it can be used. Support vector machine can be used for both the purposes. Okay, now I'm dealing with the classification problem, so I have taken SVC from SVM. That is what I have taken. Okay, so basically what does this support vector machine do? It is it has been used to find a hyperplane for n dimensional space where your data points are located. We are going to find a hyperplane and distribute your data points according to the hyperplane. Just distribute on left hand side or right hand side, whatever you are going to say. This is the approach which has been followed by your support vector machine. This is the algorithm. Okay, and the limit, and in classifier, once you distribute your data on the basis of a hyperplane, so hyperplane is going to classify the data set linearly, then your linearly, whether you are having a positive sentiment or whether you are going to have a negative sentiment. This is what we are going to. So you are available with the data in a plane. I'm going to create a hyperplane which has been going to divide your data into two parts. Okay, so in case of SVC, okay, why I'm used, the question is, sir, why use you have used support vector classifier? There could be other classification algorithms also. Okay, we can take, sir, decision tree classification, sir, we can take random forest classification. I did took one classification algorithm here to perform my task. Okay, in your, once I hand over the project to you, you can apply several other classification techniques also, other algorithms also at your end. Okay, so I did use this SVC, that will create an hyperplane for your data points. It will going to separate you respectively the classes which has been used for that particular significance. But our problem statement initially is of binary classification. So support vector machine, which I have from which I have taken SVC, it doesn't support multi-class, it supports only binary class. Point to be noted, if you are available with multi-classification problem at that particular problem statement, don't use SVM, don't use SVC. Just only for binary classification, when you are having two classes, I'm going to use support vector classifier. Okay, and I'm available with two classification thing only, that is why I use SVC. Okay, so SVC eliminates the need for the feature selection. Okay, and it perform the categorization in a easiest way. This is the property of SVC. Okay, so that is why it is having advantage over other classification algorithms. That is why I've used this thing. So support vector machine, it's a linear model which can be used for both classification regression problem. From there I have taken SVC. Okay, and it basically it can it can solve any kind of problem which may be linear, which may be not non-linear. Any kind of practical problems which are available with can solve all of them. Okay, and this algorithm create a line. I already told in initially that will be, that will form a hyperplane, and it will separate your data into two class. That's it. ये काम है. And I need to separate my data points in two classes only, positive and negative. That is why I use SVC, support vector classifier. Okay, so I am having advantage with other, from other traditional machine learning classification algorithm. This will give me the better result. That's why I use this thing. Okay, so this is the SVC
So it
thing.
is not divided by three category like
No, no,
we
no,
have
no, no, not for
like
multi.
positive, negative, or
Neutral.
neutral.
No, 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 no. Only for two classes. I'm going to use SVC. Okay, not for the multi-class problem. Okay, SVM doesn't support multi-class classification natively. It doesn't support it. Okay, it generally supports binary classification and
So
separate them into two class.
what should have model use when we have three class?
See,
Like,
you model for, yeah, obviously for multi classes you can use other techniques also. No worries. But the point here is, in a support vector machine, you very well know the basics of support vector machine, that it creates a hyperplane. It creates a hyperplane, a line which divides, okay, into two classes. Okay, so see this. So that will gonna help you in this
so
particular thing.
hyperplane is like a form of circles.
Yeah, it's a separator basically. It's a line. It's a separator.
Only linear line.
Yeah, linear line, yes.
So,
Okay, so that's why I'm going to use that. Okay, now the next thing is, I created a pipeline. Okay, you can have a pipeline for that. So final pipeline, first vectorize your stuff and then apply model to it. So this is how you can create a pipeline. If there would haven't been a pipeline, then first I need to vectorize the stuff. Okay, that means 3 to 4 lines extra will be required. Then I need to submit my xtrain to it and xtest to it. Then I need to find out the vector thing, and then I need to call my this SVC and then give the thing to it. No, here I've created a pipeline. Okay, so first vectorization will be done and then modeling will be done. Okay, next thing, I'm going to fit my data into my model. Final, fit your data into it. So it will be going to vectorize and then it will going to submit it to the model. Okay, so here I fit my data. Okay, so this trained my data. Okay, means my model, this trained my model after fitting. Okay, and this is how I perform the predictions after my model got trained. Okay, fitting data. There are two things: fit and transform. I explain each and everything in my course related to the machine learning and the deep learning. So here I fit my data into it, and then here I perform the predictions over x test once your model got trained. So here is the predictions for your x test. It's giving you, okay, for x test, whatever be the 2500 rows available to it, it's giving the sentiment, it's giving you the sentiments prediction for it: negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, whatsoever. It's giving you the predictions for them. Okay, and then the next thing is, after your model got trained, if you need to find out the accuracy scores, classification report, confusion matrix, if you need to print all of them. Accuracy score is for printing the accuracy, how much accurate your model is detecting or predicting, whatsoever you can say, for the particular text. So accuracy score, to if you need to find the accuracy score, you need to submit y prediction and the y test. Y test is your actual result, and y prediction is a predicted result. So if I going to compare and check what is the accuracy, 87%. Your model is performing 87% accuracy, it's giving 87%. Then the next thing is, if you want to print a classification confusion matrix for it, for example, confusion matrix, that is, since you are working with the two class, okay, that means positive and negative, so your confusion matrix will be of 2 cross 2. So the students who are listening to me carefully, who are the part of my course,
Sir,
yeah, 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 yes, ask.
sir, here in
Hmm.
metrics like a y test become first and y pred second.
Hmm. हाँ, so कोई,
argument,
no, it's okay.
because y test is second argument and y pred is first argument. That's why I asked you.
See, that doesn't makes any issue. Okay, you need to
Okay,
take two arguments. Yeah,
okay.
it will
Uh,
compare na whether these two values are compared. Either you can take on the
mhm.
first place or either you can take the second place. Just comparison with
Sequence
there. Okay, and found that
sequence is
okay,
no
yeah,
matter.
no matter. Just
Okay.
checking okay how much it is. So 87% is the accuracy. You can change it from your side once you get. Have you done this thing? You are already available with the code. Are you executing the code side by side?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so have you changed the order?
Okay, okay.
Do change the order and find. Let me know what is the is there any change in the accuracy?
Yes, yes.
Okay, can do that and find it. Next, I printed the confusion matrix. Confusion matrix is basically, again, I'm just taking Y prediction and the Y test. Okay, and confusion matrix is basically for 2 cross 2. Why 2 cross 2 confusion matrix has been created? Why? Because you are having binary two labels. Okay, that is why 2 cross 2 confusion matrix has been created. And this thing, true positive, false negative, false positive, true negative. These are the values for that. And what is, again, true positive means, that means the value was true and your model also predicted true for it. This is the number for it. True positive, false negative. False negative means your value should have to be false, but it has been but your model performed negative. False on that. The value should have to be negative, but your model failed for that particular values. So this is false negative. Then this is false positive. False positive means the value was also negative. Okay, and your model detected correctly, yes, this should have a negative, so that is why it's called as false positive. And this is true negative. The value should have to be true, detected true, but it has been classified negatively by your wrongly classified by your model, so this is true negative. Okay, so this is true cross two classes, that is why 2 cross 2 matrix. So if I would have a six classes, then the students who are listening to me are a part of my class. Six classes hoti to what should be the confusion matrix?
6 cross 6.
Yeah, 6 cross 6. And I have explained in my course that why it is 6 cross 6 and how to calculate a TP, TN, FP, and FN for that. Okay, so this is the confusion matrix I have printed, and this is the classification report. Again, you can take wire prediction, wire test. Classification report will gonna print you the precision, recall, F1 score, and support, all these values for both the classes, negative also and positive also. Okay, and all these precision, recall, F1 score has been calculated from TP, TN, FP, and FN by some formula. I need to take the ratio of all these stuff. Then only I'm going to have a precision recall. F1 score is the harmonic mean of precision and the recall. Okay, and support is your diagonal elements of your confusion matrix. Okay, so this is how all these has been printed with the help of a classification report. So here you can see that accuracy is like 88%. Yeah, yes, Vidyasagar.
Yeah, can you explain me about like recall and F1 schools, and in what scenario we should use that means that like F1 or recall? In which scenario we should use?
Hmm.
Can you please explain it?
Okay, so the point. Okay, so the point is you want to know about the precision, recall, and the F1 score, each and everything. Okay,
Mm,
let me explain. Precision, first of all, precision. See, precision is basically used to minimize the false positive. Precision means um, minimize the false positive, and recall is to minimize the false negative. Precision is to minimize the false positive, and recall is to minimize the false negatives. Okay, so now if you ask me, sir, how to calculate the precision, what is the formula for the precision? See, the formula for the precision is true positive divided by true positive plus false positive. This is the formula for the precision. And the formula for the recall is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. Okay, so the task here for precision and the recall is to, for the precision, minimize the false positive, and the recall to minimize the false negative. Okay, because I need to make my model compatible for the use purpose. Practically I need to use those models, so that is why I'm going to perform this. Okay, so the precision, as I told, precision is the ratio of true positive to true positive plus false positive, and recall is a ratio of true positive to true positive plus false negative. And f1 I would say f1 score, so that is the harmonic mean of precision and the recall. F1 score is a harmonic mean. Okay, and this f1 score, F1 score, what's is going to do? It's going to capture both precision recall from your calculations. Okay, it's going to take both of them. Okay, and we can see that in case of F1 score, it's been relating to your accuracy. Basically, it's going related to the accuracy. So the precision for a negative, that means correct prediction of the negative sentiment in your data by your model was 88%. Similarly, the correct prediction for the positive in your data was again 88%. Okay, same thing. And F1 score is going to give you the accuracy for that. So in your test you are having 2500 data na. टेस्ट में इतना डेटा था आपके पास. इन केस ऑफ टेस्ट यू आर हैविंग 2500. So out of the negative has been calculated 1260 times, 1240 times positive has been coming. So accuracies for the, it's been calculating the total thing, total for the test. So it's 2500 is the total in case. Okay.
In this case, precisions,
Hmm.
recalls, and F1
Hmm.
scores are almost same, right?
Almost same.
But in some scenario, what
Hmm.
happens that precision's accuracy is little
Uh,
bit like
uh,
more,
uh,
yeah, and recall is different, and
Different, huh?
F1. So in that scenario,
See,
which
see,
scores we should
see,
choose?
see, see. Here the point is, you have you are available with 2500 test size data. Okay, and that was automatically splitted. And in model prediction, it has been found that it happened that कि वो positive and negative दोनों 50-50% it occurred. It happened, मतलब ऐसा हो गया in case of that. Okay, so that is why it showed that the values is 1260 for the negative and 1240 for the positive it came. Now you said, sir, precision will be different, recall will be different. No worries, we are just straightforward, stick to our concept. Okay, and what does your concept is going to say about precision is basically precision. What does this precision is going to do? See, precision is going to look out for your true no sorry false positives. We need to work out for that particular false positive cases, and recall is going to work out for the false negative things. Okay, so I need to minimize these two things in my data. Okay, it doesn't matter whether they are been different or what, and whether the F1 score is different or what. F1 score is going to relate by taking these two parameters and going to have some accuracy. It's going to show you the accuracy for that. Okay, so
These are the sorry
uh,
to interrupt.
uh, uh,
These are the methods through
hmm,
which we can know that our model, how
how,
our model is performing, right?
yeah, yes, how our
Like,
model is going to perform. Yes, these are the methods how your model is going to perform, to be very
uh,
straight. Yes.
okay. But in some case, suppose you have show me the
Hmm.
result of F1 score,
Hmm.
and you said that yeah,
Hmm.
my model is working performing, and
Uh-huh.
I have done the same task, but
Hmm.
I am showing,
Hmm.
means I am seeing the result of precision, means
Hmm.
I am saying that precision is not good, and I
Uh-huh.
am saying that my model is not working properly.
Hmm.
So we have with two different persons doing the same task but
Hmm.
performing different models. Like
Hmm.
F1, you calculated F1
Hmm.
F1 scores, and I have calculated precisions,
Hmm.
and the result is vary.
Hmm.
Then then how can I summarize that which model is good? Means
See for
model yeah, yeah.
yeah. See, for for the same data set, for the same approach. Okay, for this particular support vector classifier, I am finding this precision recall F1 support in each and everything. Okay, for the same model, I'm going to find it. Now you are saying, sir, I'm also using the same approach and I found it different. Okay, that is what your question is. Now you said that, sir, I am found different. You got, sir,
Yeah, yeah.
88, 87. I got something different. I got 63 or 67 as a precision, and I got my different recall, and this is what I found. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We can manipulate the data
Hmm,
then on the
hmm.
basis of
Okay, okay.
this,
See,
right?
yeah. You can manipulate the data from that particular basis. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now you need to check out what is the effort score and what is the accuracy you are achieving from that. If you have if you are using the same data, definitely on your system also you are not going anywhere apart from these accuracies. This point is very much clear if you are following the same approach. Okay, if you are following the same approach, nothing will be. But now the next case is if you are going to manipulate your data, that means you are either the thing is you are taking your test size and the train size different. This is what you are going to do in a same data set. If you're doing the manipulation related to just splitting of the data, okay, this could be the case that some more samples which may come in my data, which would have much more negative values and less positive value. It may happen. Initially I took 2500 for my test size. You can take 80-20%, and then there would be chances of changes in the precision and the recall values and the FN score. Yes. Okay, are you getting my point what
I
I'm saying?
I have came
Hmm.
across some
Huh.
scenario
Huh.
where I have got precision value is around 60%, but
Huh.
if I have calculated recall value,
Hmm.
the value is right 80%.
80%, yeah.
Then in that scenario we can manipulate
See
the
why,
result to the.
see why it happened. You know why it happened? Why precision is less and recall is more? See, what is precision? Precision is to minimize false positive. Okay,
Mhm,
and recall is to minimize false negative. Okay, and if you are having recall, if your recall value is more, what does this mean? What about the false negative values? Are they more or are they less?
mhm,
Are they more or are they less if your recall is
yeah,
more?
mhm.
Okay, and the question came, sir, I need to do something. There is definitely imbalancing in the data. Okay, the point which you are referring to me, the point, there is be
Okay.
definitely imbalancing in the data, and we need to improve our values for precision in the recall. So you need to balance your data accordingly so that the values which I am getting in the form of precision and recall, once you said, sir, I am getting precision 60, recall is 80, so there's a big difference. I need to balance my data accordingly without hurting, without hurting these stuffs. Okay, what our goal should be clear. I need to increase the true positive thing. I need to my goal is to improve the value of true positive. So I need to see my data here available to me is already balanced data. Let me clear you. In my starting only I told that my data is balanced, and you please check in your code whether your data was balanced or not. Definitely the reason your data was imbalanced, that is why you are getting this much difference in the values. More true positive, more true more false positive, more false negative, and your true positive has been not been that much. Your data was 100% in balance on which you are working. That is why you found that, okay, my precision is less than recall and all this, I need to make it correct. Please check Vidyasagar. Okay,
So
you
what's
need to
the
balance
way
it.
of like
The deal is balance your data, then only you are going to get the compatible results for precision, recall, and the FN score.
then how can I balance the
A
data? Can you
smart
please
algorithm, this is what you need to apply for the data balancing.
sorry, can you please repeat?
Smart algorithm.
Smooth
Yeah, SMOTE, smart algorithm you need to apply for data balancing. And you know,
for NLP,
yeah, for
for
NLP,
NLP type.
yeah. A smart algorithm, you need to
Okay,
balance your data.
okay.
Okay, this is what you need to do.
Sir,
Yeah.
as you said that precision used for minimize the false positive, right?
Uh-huh.
So we can say that if precision value more, then false positive value is also more in
False positive will be more. That
if
means,
precision also.
see, we need to look out for true positive. Okay, our target is, our true positive should have to be better. True positive means your
Mm,
value has been true and your model is also giving true. तो ये हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है
okay.
ना? जो वैल्यू थी, whatever the value is available in your predictions, if we are having the same in your in your actual result also, actual which has been submitted your data, so we say okay, okay, yeah, we are having the good results for that. Okay, but in
Okay.
case if accuracy has been less, तो ये बात तो हो गई गड़बड़ है. And the question which he has asked, so definitely the point is for imbalanced data पर if you are working on the imbalanced data, so definitely the value for the precision recall ये सब it's going to have a less than upper, and कम ज़्यादा it will be like that, it will definitely not going to give you the correct thing. So here every time I repeated that, I have also draw the curve of means a diagram plot for that key. Check my data is already balanced, then only I'm going to submit this into my data, into my model for the training purpose. Without it, I'm not going to use this kind of data. I need to balance it prior. So definitely Vidyasagar has an issue that he has been using imbalanced data. Okay, and then he's giving here, and he's found that my precision is less than the recall. And
Okay.
obviously I don't know about the accuracy, I don't know what kind of accuracy he's getting. Might be he will work on the code again, and he'll found what is the issue.
But
Okay.
most of the data that I have found from the
Hmm.
internet, that
Hmm.
is imbalanced data.
Obviously, imbalance,
Yeah.
yes. So you need
Yeah.
to balance it. Then only you need to perform all these operations. Without balancing, na, sab gadbad, Vidyasagar.
Mhm. Okay. And one thing more, actually, I was trying to build a sentiment
Mm-hmm.
analysis for the Romanized Hindi words. Romanized Hindi means,
Mm-hmm.
then in that scenario, how can I proceed?
Uh,
Can you please let me know?
Sentiment analysis for humanized. What you say?
Romanized, like Ram kha raha hai, like we write in English, right?
Uh-huh.
Ram kha raha hai. So
Uh-huh.
that is Romanized Hindi. That is not Hindi,
Uh-huh.
but it is English
Roman,
written. Yeah. Uh,
Roman, Italian, Roman.
we write Hindi in
Hmm.
English,
Hmm.
like Ram khata hai, Ram aata hai, like we text to everyone
Okay, that
in
means
India.
you're saying that, sir, I'm having a Hindi word, I converted into English. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, Romanized. We write in the Roman form. Hindi, we are writing Hindi in the Roman form.
Hindi in the Roman form. Okay, so we need to look out for that whether these stuff has been available in NLTK dictionary or not, or either you need to create a separate database for that, or you need to include those values in the data set. Because
Mhm.
here, as I told, that word in it, Pankati, and we are having 50 corpora already available in my NLTK. So all the word with the meanings, with the synonyms, with the antonyms have been available. Now the people come up, you are absolutely right, Vidyasagar, that yes, I'm having this kind of problem statement. The people come with different problem statement. For that we need to create a database related to it. We need to update our database for that. Okay, for that
Okay.
kind of conversion, if it has been not available, that Roman, how to convert that Roman into Hindi or English, whatever you are going to say. So just have you check out for that those stuff, whether then there any library or any method available to convert.
No, no. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't find
No, no.
any good stuff for
Good
that.
stuff now. So the
Yeah.
point is either your the database should have to be updated for these words.
So how can I update the database?
See, this is not a simple thing for the data updation. I'm also working on that particular thing as a research point of view. Okay,
Okay.
and yeah, for example, this library word in it, and there is one more library that is called as ETY, etymological words. If you have heard this thing also, that means it's going to give you the complete tree like structure for the root of that particular word from which it has been origin, from origin till now. What are the changes, that is from Greek notation, from Latin notation, or whatsoever as a English notation or Spanish notation. I'm working on those words, and whatever be the success I'm going to get, I will share with you, Vidyasagar. Keep in contact with me.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, so there are many things, many research point of view has been under process. So yeah, I'm going to work. I'm already working on this stuff, NLP, computer vision, many that I will discuss
I,
later on.
I, I was trying to build our own tokenizer, like
या
so that
या
they can
मैं
classify
समझ
the.
गया ना, वो आपने यही इसलिए वो रेलेवेंट वही क्वेश्चन है कि आपको इफ यू नीड टू क्रिएट योर ओन, सो यू नीड टू क्रिएट अ डेटाबेस, सो व्हेनेवर दिस काइंड ऑफ वर्ड्स विल कम, सो once you download your own database and use the methodology related to it, you will going to convert. तो करना पड़ेगा
Mhm.
ये, this is what to be done, Vidyasagar.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So it's it's like an ocean thing. And the questions which came, it's like an NLP, computer vision, these are the two pillars of right now for the research and the projects. Okay, so many research issues, many research problem statement came in these two things. Okay, so there are various algorithms, various techniques also to be applied. So right now a lot of work has been going on. Okay, and if I did talk about the libraries, so they haven't been updated. For example, I'm using one library related to ety one, it's a 2013 database. Okay, so it's been already 9 years older. So and you came up with one problem statement, sir, if you are available with roman thing and I need to convert it into an english, so obviously you need to update the database. It's not initially been present. So that's what I've been looking forward for. I already applied some techniques, some methods, I'm getting the result also, but someone is giving me some different kind of challenge to work upon, so I'm just doing that.
Is it feasible that we can use the pre-trained models and
Hmm.
we can modify that pre-trained models to
Right
normalize the
now we
word?
are using pre-trained only, na, Vidyasagar. Currently
Yeah,
we are using
you
the
are
pre-trained
using,
only.
but these pre-trained models is only for English word, right?
Basically for the English. But now the thing is, there are other languages also in which research has been going on. For example, Hindi NLP, the thing. So we need to download or relate it to the context of the Hindi words. Any library which has been, any toolkit which has been having this Hindi kind of stuff, then only we are going to work upon the Hindi, or we are going to work on any other language, Telugu, Tamil, or whatsoever, any other foreign languages like Spanish, Latin, or whatsoever, or Arabic.
Mm.
So the people are working. Different country people are working on their languages.
Yeah, they are working on their languages like
Yes.
German and
Yeah.
Arabic. They are, but Hindi people are not working on
Yeah.
Hindi,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe.
Not working. Yes. Yes. That is something a research issue. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay, great.
Vidyasagar, yeah, I'm being a part of this field, and we'll discuss further ahead apart from this session. You can
Okay, thank
you
you.
be in contact with me, in touch with me.
Sure, sure.
Okay, so now after calculation of all these stuffs, classification report, and this is how I'm going to perform x test. This is your x test. I'm the prediction is your positive sentiment. For example, this is your x test. That means all the words has been separated. X test, that means the row x test, for first row, these are the words available. Okay, and it has predicted the sentiment for it. That is positive sentiment. You can take anything. For example, x test 7, boring, not, these are the words which are available in the x test 7. If you want to predict for the x test 7, this is the negative, it's going to give you the negative sentiment. This is, now your model is started predicting. You can take any x test 17, these are the words available. This is the prediction, it has been given you negative. So your model is already 10. Now I need to utilize this model. For utilization of this model, I need to save this model. Okay, for saving the model, I need to use pickle. I'll be using pickle, this library of the Python. Okay, so what is this pickle? See, pickle in Python is been used for serializing and deserializing of the data. Okay, that means it will save your model into some file, from file format. Okay, it will create a dump file, basically dump file of your this model. So it is a process of converting a Python object. It is a process of converting Python object into byte stream. So I'm going to store my data into some byte formats. Okay, yes, Ankita, please ask the question.
So yeah, like if we look at the test data,
Hmm.
what you showed,
Hmm.
if you can
Hmm.
slide
Yeah, yeah,
little
yeah,
above.
yeah.
Yeah. So here basically the context or the meaning of the paragraph is lost here.
Lost.
So if at all, yeah, if
Hmm.
at all we are going for a deep learning model,
Hmm.
like what kind of a deep learning model we are gonna use, like just to retain that context and like analyze the sentiment more and like
See,
give a better.
when we are going to perform the analysis, sentiment analysis, we are going to give the complete text only. Okay, we are going to give the complete text only. Okay, for the
Okay.
prediction. So,
Okay.
as per you're seeing that, sir, here I'm available with all separate because this is X test. Okay, X train and X test. I've already splitted all. I've applied all the stuff over X and I splitted them into the separate words. I perform all these approaches over it. So it's been looking like that particular thing. But while giving the prediction from your side, okay, you can give a statement to it, to the model. Okay, you can give anything to the model, and this we are going to use when I'm putting here for the deployment next case.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're going to
Yeah.
use.
Thanks, Nirmal. Yeah.
Okay, and in case of your deep learning, the question came up, sir, deep learning में क्या करना पड़ेगा? Deep learning में बात यही होती है, again you need to create an artificial neural network, okay, and you need to use a classifier at the output layer, okay, just like जो sigmoid function होगा, sorry, sigmoid
Hmm.
function बोले या क्या बोले, activation function की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Hmm.
The activation function should be selected in such a manner that that should be a classifier. Okay, and you very well know that there are certain activation function, whether it is sigmoid, whether it is 10H, whether it is a ReLU activation function. So you can train your model, मतलब dense layers में आप अपना activation function use करेंगे, and more final output layer पे जो भी आपका classifier activation function है वो use करेंगे and get the result. आप you can create a neural network for the classification purpose also, कर सकते हैं वो भी बिल्कुल. You can enhance this project on the deep learning technique also.
Sure, Nirmal. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So here I have already created my model that is already trained. So I need to create the dump file of that because I'm going to use ahead for my other purpose. So import pickle. Pickle is going to create convert your Python object into byte stream byte. So this model which I'm going to save on my hard drive. Okay, once I'm going to save it here on my hard drive. Okay, this thing, yeah, sentiment analysis model dot p. Okay, so this is a name, this is the name with which I'm going to save my model in on my hard drive. So pickle dot dump, oh, final. Okay, final is your model name, I guess. Okay, final is your model name. So pickle dot dump final is your model name. Open sentiment analysis dot p. WB is a writable format. Okay, WB is for writable format. Okay, so I've already created a dump file for this my final model, and I have saved it with the name sentiment analysis sentiment underscore analysis underscore model dot p. By this structure I have saved it. Okay, so that's it. This will save your model in your particular hard drive from where your application is running. Okay, then after that I checked this my sklearn version because I need to deploy my model on Heroku. So I just check my sklearn version. What is the, because this is something which I'm going to use in requirement.txt that I will let you know ahead. So sklearn version was my in my system it is 1.1.2. At your system it might have been different, but you need to check what is the scikit-learn library version of yours. Okay, so saved my model, checked my version because it gave my error when I deployed my model. I found that there was error, no module name sklearn. So I found that okay, what is the version of my module for the sklearn, and then I put this sklearn into my requirement.txt file, and then I got the successful results. Okay, so this is the first phase of the code, and we have trained our model for the sentiment analysis, and we saved our model also. Now deployment. First, we deploy our model on the local host. Then we are going to deploy it over the web. Okay, so the local host deployment, I'm again changing my screen. Okay, so here is the another screen. I hope it is visible to you all. Is it visible? A sentiment
Yes.
analysis app. Okay, so you need to prepare another code. Okay, so separate code. In this particular code, what you need to do is import pickle because I need to read the contents of the saved file of my model. This is what I need to do. And Streamlit. See, Streamlit, this is see, let me tell you very frank, I'm don't work on the Flask. Okay, the basic web designing front end and all those stuff, I don't work on the HTML and all this thing. So moreover I do work upon the Python, and whatever the elements which are available in Python for making a web design, I'm going to use that. So Streamlit is a library which has been useful for creating the web application in using Python. Okay, so I have a good hands on that, so I'm using Streamlit. So if you guys having good hands on Flask, you can use Flask for your purpose. Okay, so I'm using Streamlit. Streamlit, you need to install this if you don't have the Streamlit library. So Streamlit is basically used for developing web application. Simple, it comprises of very simple codes, and already there is an official website of Streamlit. If you want to learn what are the methods which are used in Streamlit, just go through that official website and you're going to get all the features available in the Streamlit, and you can practice those codes and learn how to deploy a model. Very simple. as I've already told for different other NLTK is having official website. Streamlit is also having official website. They have mentioned all the libraries which are available there, methods also available there. You can use and learn from there if you want to do some extra research. Okay, so Streamlit, import Streamlit out as st model equal to pickle dot load model open. I've already saved my model in my hard drive. Now I'm going to load my model, so I'm going to read it. Previously it was wb writable, now it's readable format. Okay, so I'm going to load my model under a name model. Okay, so pickle dot load model, my model is loaded, it's been now available in model. Okay, now the next thing is st dot title. You can give your title to your app. Okay, that will be no title will come on your app, like sentiment analysis. You can give any name, sentiment analysis model. This is the title I gave to my app. Okay, next thing is st dot write. Right, that means this is the question which will come. Okay, that means enter text for sentiment analysis, enter text for sentiment analysis. Okay, and here you need to enter a text message equal to st dot text underscore area, where I'm going to take as an input. I need to take input as a text. Okay, so previously once you run this file, okay, it will be already written like this. Type here, it will be written in your when you are going to run this code, in this text area, type here. You need to this I have just mentioned uh, as a learning purpose. And if you want to remove when your app has been running, you can backspace, type here, and then you can write your text. This is what you can do. Okay, so here you are asking for the person to enter the text, and here you are giving it in a text in a form of a message. Okay, then you need to create a button. You need to create a button for the predictions. Okay, so if st dot button predict display, I have given display is currently empty. I'm not giving any result here. Display is currently empty. A equal to model dot predict, so your model you have already uploaded here. Okay, so whatever the text which you are giving here in the form of a message, you need to perform the prediction of it. So model dot predict message, whatever the prediction came, if a equal to positive, then you need to display positive sentiment, else negative sentiment. That's it. Okay, this is how you need to assign the value to the disp. And then here st dot write the sentiment of the given text is disp. Simple coding, it will give you the result, it will print you the result. The sentiment of the given text is disp. Okay, so whatever be the sentiment came, whether it is positive, whether it is negative, it's going to display you. That's it. We have already assigned positive or negative to the disp, it's going to display you the value for it. So this is just only very simple code for your using your Streamlit. Okay, and if you want to do some extra kalakari over it, so you can go through the Streamlit tutorials. Okay, so you can make it further much more better ki usme website should look much more classy. Okay, so there are functions methodology available in the Streamlit, you can use that. However, I'm stick to my problem statement. Okay, so for that purpose I've used these two libraries. I have loaded my model here. I gave my title to my web page. Okay, sentiment analysis model. I've asked the user to enter a text. Here I'm going to enter the text, and here I'm going to perform the prediction. And there is already button I created for the predict. Here I'm going to predict, give the message as input. If it is positive, okay, then I'm going to give display variable positive sentiment. If it is negative, then negative sentiment. And this is here I'm going to display it, print it ultimately. Okay, so now once your sentiment analysis yeah, any question? Yes, Vidyasagar.
We don't need to pre-process the data here.
No,
Like
no, nothing,
we
kuch
have.
nahi, nothing,
Okay.
no pre-processing, nothing. Just load your model and give your text. That's it.
Okay, but I have used Flask for that purpose. So we had to like pre-process the textual data too,
Okay,
so
okay.
that
No,
model can understand.
no, I'm nothing. Just a user here directly give the input in the form of a text. वो दे देगा directly.
तो ये CNN में भी होगा, like if you are applying the CNN for like image
See,
classifier.
image अभी तक तो विद्यासागर अभी ऐसा I am also waiting for one of the project to deploy a model using Streamlit for the image classification. Till now we haven't done any project. So when we are going to do the project next, definitely you will be the part of it, and we'll see and understand there.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so here no pre-processing, nothing is going to be done. Just use your trained model and give the text and check out for the sentiments. This is what you need to do, nothing else. Okay, so what next we need to see? I got one student, he's already working on the Flask, he told. Yes, Siddhant.
So, can you please show once again how we are installing our model in Drive?
We are not, once you use that particular code na, dump dot that particular thing, okay, that will automatically save your model in the Drive. Okay, once
Oh,
you, I will share the code with you. Okay, you will run each and everything, and then after the final code block, you can go to your Drive from which your application is running. You can see that the file name sentiment underscore analysis underscore model dot p, you will find that you are having this particular file saved in your that particular folder. You'll get it.
okay, sir.
Okay, so it's like a binary format. See, you can't read this file in the form of a notepad or something other thing. Okay, इसका कुछ अलग ही format है. Okay, so just save वो हो जाएगी, उसको open करना हम we are not going to use. ये pickle is the something which can load it and understand. क्योंकि we have already stored it into pickle format into some stream of bytes and this is the format for which we have stored. तो वो इसी में check out कर लेगा. Okay, वही इसको load कर लेगा, वही इसको दिखाएगा. Okay, this has been happened. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now what next you need to do? Once you created this app, the simple app, you need to do go to the file and download as py. This is what you need to do. Py extension, I need to no, py file for that, not ipynb. No, I need to have py. So once you do this thing, okay, and then just save it, and if you run also, it will give you some warning, something like that, because this is a Streamlit file and it should be run on the web. Okay, so it will not going to give any output here for you. Okay, it's better you do one thing, save it, okay, and just go to the file and download as .py. Okay, so it has been downloaded. Okay, and I'm going to give it a name. Right now it's been present in my download, so it's not been visible to you. It's currently it has been downloaded, but it's not been visible to you. I'm going to rename it as sentiment senti. What name should I give? Senti, or I will just do like this. S SA, like give it like SA2 for example. SA2, I gave it a name SA2. After giving a name to this, I will copy it, because currently it has been available in my download. I will copy it and paste it here to my original folder, because I am running my Jupyter notebook from my Python folder. I need to put this file into my existing folder from which I'm running my application, else वो चलेगा नहीं. ठीक है, तो मैंने I renamed it. I gave a simple name to it, SA2. Okay, so my file is sa2.py. Now I have copied that particular file and save it in my Python folder, inside my Python folder from which my Jupyter notebook has been running. अब क्या करना है? What next to be done? Okay, just wait. So the point is, on my command prompt, I am already running my Jupyter notebook. So I will open Windows PowerShell. Okay, I'm going to open the Windows PowerShell. Okay, so just Windows PowerShell, and let me come to its path. Okay, let me stop sharing this screen and show you my Windows PowerShell. This is my Windows PowerShell. Let me go to the correct path. Cd dot dot cd dot dot cd python. This is my folder in which my file is currently available. Okay, if you want to run from the download, then you should don't but this is okay. Cd. Now I need to write Streamlit, spelling is correct, streamlit, Streamlit run. What is the file name? sa2.py. This is the file name. So Streamlit run sa2.py, press enter. I need to run this Python file. Okay, so just wait. Okay, you can see that something happened. Okay, and whatever happened, it will come up into a URL. That means my local host deployment has been done, and I can see a web page at my local host 8501. This is the URL. Okay, so after this thing is happening, there is a URL opened 8501 localhost, and let me show you what exactly it means. Let me show you that URL. This is your localhost web deployment. So not localhost deployment of model, not web. Okay, so here it is. I have just given a title. Streamlit is sorry sentiment analysis model, and I ask for the user to enter the text for the sentiment analysis. So just type here, hello, how are you all? Okay, and let me have prediction. Well, what kind of sentiment it is having? Predict. The sentiment of the given text is positive. Okay, now just change it. Um, okay, just make it like rerun. Okay, your model rerun. Okay, and now just print anything with the negative sentiment. I hate to. I hate to sleep, for example. अपने बारे में सच बोल रहा ठीक है okay so I hate to sleep so predict negative sentiment. Okay, it's giving you the result like a negative sentiment. Okay,
Any neutral word which is
wait,
not connected.
see, any neutral will be positive here because we don't have any third class for that. Okay, that will be positive. This will be not negative. For example, neutral. Please, you can please let me know any kind of sentence which you want to put me here. Just you tell any kind of sentence, anything. Please tell. What should I write here? You guys can tell me, sir. We want to write this kind of sentence. बोलिए आप you can say.
You killing it. So
Okay, you
killing
kill kill
K
it.
I double L I N G.
You killing,
Killing
huh?
it.
You killing it. Okay, predict negative sentiment. Okay, because the word kill is here. You killing it. It's giving a negative sentiment. Okay, so if I write
You
I yeah
running some word
yeah
with running.
running, just write like this running. Okay, predict running. It's giving negative sentiment. I need to rerun this code for that. Let's see. Need to rerun this code. Yeah, rerun. Okay, and let me put it here running. Let's see what could be the prediction. Giving negative sentiment as per the model trained. Okay, 87 na percent accuracy, 13% come in this
Okay.
case. Any other thing?
Okay.
Running, watching, see, watching, predict,
You have to run the model.
rerun the model. Okay, watching, predict, negative sentiment has been showing you for this particular word. Yes. Okay, I got some text here in the comment section. That is your just wait. Uh, in messages and text now, I think it will be difficult for me to copy and okay, let's see. I've copied that stuff and let me paste it to the app. Okay, predict. I've eaten everything spicy in my life, so my throat burned for hours. It's a negative sentiment. It's showing you the negative sentiment. Okay, so let me refresh my page, rerun. Okay, and now it's better. I've refreshed my page, and now let me see predict negative sentiment. Okay, let me refresh my page again. Okay, and now let me put watching as the word came watching predict negative sentiment for a single word. Watching, running.
So
Okay.
it all depends on the dictionary word, like how much, what library we are using it. Based
Uh,
on that, it will use the keyword.
See, a dictionary word means we.
It's like
Hmm,
see in a data set we have categorized the negative and positive
hmm,
based
hmm.
on the keywords, right?
Based on the keywords. Yes, yes. On that particular
So
sentence in which they are coming.
right. So now we are taking this word outside of the data
Yeah,
set,
outside of
and
the
since
data set. Yeah, but
the keyword is not available, or maybe not, we don't have a library which can interpret this. That's the reason it is taking a negative
this
sign.
might be the problem. This might be the problem. Okay, so either we need to update our data set for all such kind of stuff. Okay, and then if you are having some strong data set for those words or keywords, then definitely this will going to have some give you some different results. There is a possibility. Okay, for example, I write I love you all. Okay, so let's have a prediction. It's a positive sentiment. Okay, so those words it's been available.
Or one more thing is, if we have used only single word, running or watching, can we add some word and then see what
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like
Let's see.
different?
Yeah, see, watching television. Okay, for example, if I write watching television, predict. It's a negative sentiment it's been giving. Watching television. Let me copy this thing. Okay, and run this code again. Okay, and just type it here. Watching television, predict. That's a negative sentiment because your model has been trained. It may happen that some of the sentences which comprises of watching and something like stuff, they are having the issue. We can do a change in our code also. We can have some just take an input should be minimum of 5 words like this also. You can have a incorporate, we can incorporate some changes in our codes. Okay, that will be something
Okay.
okay, so that will again you can have a
Uh,
modifications related to it.
One more thing, can
Yeah.
we use like to analyze the sentiments in the Twitter blog? No? People are tweeting,
हाँ
so
हाँ
we
हाँ
want.
हाँ वो उनका कर सकते हैं ना, बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं. इफ यू हैविंग एनी ट्वीट्स यू कैन पुट इट हियर एंड परफॉर्म द सेंटिमेंट एनालिसिस ऑफ इट. कर सकते हैं बिल्कुल. उन्हीं का लिए
Okay.
मतलब हाँ उन रिव्यूज के लिए सेंटीमेंट सबका कर सकते हैं. कोई भी टेक्स्ट वट एवर द टेक्स्ट बीन अवेलेबल टू यू कैन परफॉर्म द एनालिसिस ओवर इट. ओके, दैट इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग ना. हाँ, बट प्रॉब्लम इज कि इंग्लिश का तो एनालाइज कर लेगा. इंग्लिश वी हैव डन
Yeah.
द ट्रेन आवर मॉडल ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इंग्लिश.
No, no, if I have to do a project, like if I have to analyze the sentiments of people, a particular topic or not, so how I can provide input here? I mean, is there any API to call from a Twitter?
See, either API and you want to access some tweets and then you need to put it here. That is the task which you are want to say. If
But
you
there will be
are
thousands of tweets, so how I can, like, I have to.
see here it will go one by one. Okay, thousands of tweets are there, and you want to check the sentiment of each and every tweet. That means you need to submit the complete thing into your model. So that can be done either in your initial code only. That means you can create a data frame. What if you are been available? So just create a data frame of 1,000 tweets. Okay, create a data frame of 1,000 tweets and submit it into your model dot predict. For that, separated by whatever be the comma. That means convert into them array. Take a data frame, convert them into array, separated by comma, submit it to model dot predict, and give you the other result in the form of an array, as we did also. As we did, you see X test, we have submitted that into our model.predict, and it has given you the result for negative positive separated by comma. Similarly, if you are available with thousands of tweets, just either create a data frame, convert it into array, submit it into a model.predict, and give you the result separated by comma. And then later you can create a data frame of that also, and attach that particular column to the initial data frame of your tweets. Get the result. That's it. Download it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Can can I make a sentiment analysis on the basis of emojis?
Emojis? No, not right now. It's been not been available here. In we haven't trained our model for on the basis of emojis. Now the point is, can we create? Okay, what kind of stuff on emojis? Is it a text? Is it an image? What exactly emoji is?
Like emojis is like images, not images, but
Image.
yeah.
Emoji is an image. Okay, so we are classifying here on the basis of text.
It's not the image. You can't say it's image, but
Hmm.
Yeah, something you haven't you. Let me
It's
check.
basically alphanumeric characters,
Okay.
numbers.
Okay, alphanumeric characters or the numbers.
Like
Okay.
somebody can say he is very good person
Hmm.
and start laughing, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Then on the basis of that, you can say that he is making fun of him,
Okay, so that is
right?
sarcastic thing. Now the point is,
Yeah.
Vidyasagar, that if you're going to have some sarcasm here, so update your data set accordingly. We need to yeah,
Hmm.
that is yeah, होता है ये, बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो. Sarcastic way में है. If there is something sarcastic, so you need to update your data set. You need to take sarcastic text in your data set and then train your model accordingly. Create one more category, like if it has been required, whether it is sarcasm, whether this is positive negative sentiment. बिल्कुल research का issue है, चल रहा है. और sarcasm के लिए भी projects is already done, हो चुके.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so it's been there. So we have tested our webs, local host web deployment. Here we have done. Okay.
So, Nirmal, how to improve the accuracy then? It is like,
How to improve the accuracy is how to improve your model with the data. If you update your data with some more keywords, some more elements, some more
okay.
text, okay, then obviously your accuracy will, as much as data you need to feed, as much change the algorithm. Update your data. This is only 10,000 something we are going to work with. Okay, now if your data has been like 50,000 something like that, and if you are using deep learning technique, तो और ज़्यादा better हो जाएगा वो. दोनों
Okay, so
चीज़ें.
here we have not used the deep
No,
learning
no, no,
technique.
no. Simple SVC use kara. We have used SVC model. No deep learning technique we have used here. Okay, so और ज़्यादा your model performance will much more better with the deep learning technique. We have used in machine learning algorithm. Okay, that is support vector classifier. Whatever the model get trained, that is 87 accuracy, 87% accuracy. We are working on that particular accuracy for that. Okay. Yes. Yes, Sankita.
Nirmal, we are having a little data set here,
Uh,
but in case if we have 1 TB of data, so
hmm.
at that point of time, is there anything as a solution in Python, like using thread?
See, the point is, if you're having a huge amount of data, okay, so ultimately we require compatible resources also to work upon that. Okay, so if I do work on my local machine, so I not have that much resources available so that I can perform, or rather how much. So for some huge extent, I can work with the Google Colab or Kaggle. I can work. Okay,
Okay.
and then I need to look out for the resources. If they are also getting failed, so I need to look out for the resources.
Okay. And say like if we are implementing deep learning model or
Haha.
machine learning model on such a huge data, like
Mhm.
reading and preprocessing
Mhm.
like lakhs together of column, it's gonna take a huge time.
Huge
Like,
time,
is there
yes.
any workout uh, in Pythonic way, like using advanced Python
Mhm.
techniques like threading or any other data structural approach? Like, I mean, do you have any such knowledge or any such thing?
See, obviously it has been available. Okay, and that is because the huge, the companies, that is Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff, YouTube, they are already working on that. Google, they are already working. है उनके पास सब कुछ. Okay, that means
Okay.
they are already working on the cloud computing technology. Okay, so if you are having 1 TB data, either they can have some parallel processing also on different servers. They can do that.
Yeah,
In that case, you have to use the cloud only because
हाँ,
in
क्लाउड
order
ही
to
रहेगा.
process a huge
लोकल
amount of data,
एक मेरी लिमिट,
that,
माय लिमिट इज स्टिल गूगल कोलैब एंड द कीगल. उसके बाद इफ इट हैपेंस तो फिर मुझे
and
क्लाउड पे जाना पड़ेगा.
all these clouds like Azure, they have their own data
हाँ.
science, this one, data break one, all this thing.
हम्म.
You can leverage that one for processing huge amount of data.
हाँ. फॉर दैट पर्पस आई
And
नीड टू गो टू क्लाउड. यस, डेफिनेटली वो जाना ही पड़ेगा. वो दे यूज टू परफॉर्म द सेम थिंग, मतलब वो यही करते हैं. ओके, so here is our local deployment. We came up much questions. Now the thing is, ki sir, web deployment, we need to check out this thing for the web deployment. Okay, so now the next thing is again keeps importance, very much importance, how to do the web deployment. For that you should have a GitHub account basically. Okay, let me show you my GitHub account because I'm dropping this now localhost. Now GitHub account is mandatory for you all to do the deployment of your model. Okay, that will be much more easier. GitHub and Heroku. Okay, two things, GitHub and Heroku. So let me show you both. Heroku. Okay, so let me show you first. I just freshly created a GitHub account on the email. Okay, and let me show you that first. Okay, so I hope it is visible to you all. This is my GitHub account. Okay, and I created two repository there on my GitHub account. Yesterday only I did created two repositories for it, and for you guys I can create the third repository also. Okay, because I need to show you the what I need to show you the implementation. Okay, so for you people, I do create the third repository. So it's mandatory for you also to create a GitHub account and then create repositories. So I will go to your repositories. Okay, and in my GitHub account and create a new. Okay, here you can see that this is a new repository. You can give a name to the new repository. For example, I can give like Senti. Okay, like Senti. Okay, if I just do write like this only, Senti. Okay, so this is a new repository. Make it as a public. Okay, it's been publicly available, and create repository. Okay, just create a repository. Done. Now after creating a repository in the GitHub account, what you need to do is you need to upload in this repository. I need to upload some files. Okay, and the files which I need to upload are or either I can create the files here also. Okay, so how to create the files? See, the first thing, I'm going to create a requirement.txt file. Okay, requirement.txt. Okay, so just do one thing. Do one thing uh, here, here, upload an existing file or create a new file. These are the two options available. So I need to upload an existing file. For example, on Notepad. Okay, let me show you the Notepad. Just wait. Okay, just wait a minute. Rather, let me share my complete screen to you all. That shall be much more better. Okay, because these are the steps now you have to learn. This is something very much important. Let me share you my entire screen. Okay, so let me share. So the point is now I have created one folder that is called as new folder 5, in which I have created one requirements.txt file. Okay, so there I did mention Streamlit, okay, as one of the library which has been required once you deploy this model. But I done this task and I found that there was an error asking for me to include one more library that is called as sklearn. So what I did here is hmm, let me show you. Yeah, I included one more library that is called as sklearn. Okay, sklearn. So just paste it here. sklearn. I already shown you the version. My sklearn version was 1.1.2. Okay, so you need to open a notepad. In notepad, you need to include these two libraries. One is Streamlit and sklearn. Whatever the version which has been available at your system for the sklearn, you need to use it. Just save it. Okay, then the next thing is, let me first upload this upload an existing file. Okay, so I'm going to go to the upload section. Okay, and I'm going to upload, choose the files. Okay, so on the desktop on my new folder 5, I am available with the requirements. Okay, requirement file, and just commit changes, upload that and commit changes. So requirement.txt is uploaded. Now the next thing is you can upload your that Python file also, py.py file. That is what also you need to upload. Okay, so add file, upload files. Okay, and what was the name of your Python file? sa2.py, na? That was the name, na? So choose files, and in a C drive, I'm going to take your Python. Okay, this is my Python folder, and this is my sa2.py. Okay, so I'm going to take sa2.py also. Okay, sa2.py, commit changes. So sa2.py has also been uploaded. Now your next file will be a proc file, that is a process file. This is what you need to do. So it's better we can create that particular file. Proc file we can create here. Okay, so how to create? Just add a file, create a new file, go to create a new file. Here just do one thing, because I've already created a proc file. I can show you proc file. Okay, just copy this particular stuff, web.sh.setup. Let me show you here. Okay, so yeah, here it is. My Python file name was sa2, sa2.py, sa2.py, and the file name is proc file. Okay, procfile, proc file, that is process file. Okay, so it will go to the web and set up, and it will going to run your Streamlit file. Okay, so proc, just write proc file here, proc file, just write it here, and commit changes, commit new file, just add this file also. Okay, so 3 files I've ordered: requirement, proc file, and all these things. One more file, that is setup.sh file. Setup.sh file, just again go into here, sentiment analysis. This is my setup.sh. Okay, so just copy this stuff. Setup.sh file is been used for at server. You need to run the Streamlit. So at the server end, I need to make a directory, that is Streamlit. Okay, and I need to send the request, and I need to get the response from the server related to my website. So I need to perform all these operations, and this is already predefined code, or content being available. Either you can see on the website also, and the same code has been available. So I just copied the same code. Okay, every time when you need to deploy your model, you need to create one using Streamlit. So you need to make a directory for the Streamlit, and you need to request a response at the server end. So for that purpose, this is the complete code for that. So let me copy this thing. Okay, copy, and here I need to create a new file. Okay, create a new file. This is, I just pasted here, and the name of the file is your setup.sh. Okay, so the name of the file, just name it as setup.sh. Okay, this file. Okay, and commit changes, commit new file. Okay, one more thing, just upload your trained model also here. Usko bhi main upload karna chahunga. I need to do that. So your trained model name was sentiment, na? Sentiment trained model name was sentiment analysis model.p. Okay, this has been saved in your that particular drive. Okay, it has been saved. So I need to upload that thing also. Okay, so add file, upload a file. Okay, choose files, and that model was sentiment analysis underscore model.p era. Okay, open. उसको भी मैं यहाँ पर अपलोड कर दूंगा. I need to upload that thing. Okay, and commit changes. Okay, ये पूरा, you need to create a repository, and you need to prepare all these files: requirement, your Python file, your model, your setup, your proc file. This is all you need to do. This is what I created yesterday. I created a sentiment analysis this repository, and uploaded all these files there. Okay, 14 hours ago I did perform all these tasks, and I did perform all these tasks in front of you all in the demonstration case. After doing this, Heroku. Okay, this is Heroku. Okay, you can search Heroku on the Google, you will get it. If you are available with your account on Heroku, so well and good. If you are not available with your account on Heroku, so kindly sign up. Kindly sign up with the same email address for your for which you have created your GitHub account. ध्यान रखना है बात को. ठीक है, उसी email, same email address you did created your GitHub account, same email address you do register on the Heroku. Okay, cloud platform service, Heroku. Okay, so this is, I've already logged in into my Heroku. I have my account on Heroku, and the thing is, I need to create a new app on Heroku. Once you get login, it will show you create a new app. Okay, I need to create one app. Okay, so app name, you can give anything app name. For example, Senti Analyzer. Okay, Senti Analyzer is not available. Just give another name. Senti Analyzer text. Is it available? Just have a check. Okay, Senti Analyzer text. I've given one name from my side. It has been available. Okay, so just create an app on the Heroku. Okay, create app. Just create it. Okay, now now do one thing. See, I have already uploaded all these files. Let me check. Okay, this is my proc file. Okay, looking fine, perfect. This is my proc file. Now next, let me check. Okay, requirement.txt. Okay, requirement.txt available. ठीक है, good. Now the next file was sa.sa2.py. ठीक है, ये मेरा पूरा वो deployment, Streamlit deployment thing. ठीक है, okay. Now the next thing is my model. ठीक है, model अब ठीक है, no need, यहाँ कुछ दिखेगा नहीं, raw format, different format. Setup.sh. Okay, this is been available. So all these are been available in my Senti. Okay, let me Senti repository. Now what you need to do, on Heroku you have created one app, Senti Analyzer text. अब क्या करना है, what next? You need to come here and connect to GitHub. अपने अकाउंट से कनेक्ट करना है. You need to connect to your account on the GitHub. This is an option available on Heroku. That's why I told कि use the same email address for creating the GitHub account also, and same address for the creating the Heroku account also. So connect to GitHub. Connect. It's been connecting to the GitHub. Okay, connect कर गया, connected. Connect करने के बाद after you need to check out for the repository. You need to check out. So what is the name of the repository which I have created on the GitHub? What was the name? Senti. This was the name, na, I guess. Search for it. Okay, you got. You are having 3 repositories on your GitHub account, and Senti, sentiment, and sentiment analysis. I have created new repository in front of you all. That is Senti. Okay, are you getting my point? Are you guys there, or you are listening very carefully? Serious?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys are very much serious right now. This is very
Yes.
very serious step. Okay, so I am
Yes.
available with the 3 repositories with me, and this is the Senti repository I created. I need to connect it to the Senti. Okay, connected. Okay, connected. Now I'm connected to my Senti repository. Now do one thing. I need to deploy. I need to deploy my, my this complete code and all the repository over my Heroku. So just do one thing. Go down, and here is a deploy branch. Okay, so deploy branch here. Just click on it. Deploy branch. Okay. Now here the deployment process has been occurring. Okay. This, it will take some time. Here is the deployment.
So during the deployment, it follows certain workflow, like it will.
It will, yeah, it will check for all the libraries which are available. It will take all the dependencies and everything. It will going to check.
No, the file which we have uploaded, file 6
uploaded.
file we
हाँ
uploaded.
वो upload
Those
कर देगा.
files, this
False.
build will refer to those files and upload.
Refer to the server. मतलब ये whatever the files which you have collected on the repository, that will be stored on the server now next time.
No. What my question was, when you click deploy, it will refer to those files and then it will start building up.
Yeah, so it will start building up. Yes, it will refer to the files and start building, because all those files are being available on my main branch.
And those files naming convention should be very unique.
Yeah. No, it will be as I've shown now on requirement. जो भी libraries what you are going to use in that, तो requirement में all that should all have to be available. Okay, and naming should be as correct as I did. Proc file means proc file. Setup.sh means setup.sh. And Python file should be, that should have to be accurate. What I did, whatever the steps I've shown you, that should be as similar as same. No, एक भी गलती हो गई ना, if there is any of the error, वो deploy नहीं करेगा सही. वो डिप्लॉय नहीं करेगा, गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. अब देखिए क्या कर दिया उसने, डिप्लॉय कर दिया. यू कैन सी योर ऐप इज सक्सेसफुली डिप्लॉयड. एंड नाउ क्रॉस फिंगर्स बिकॉज आई नीड टू चेक कि वो डिप्लॉय सही हुआ, वेदर योर डिप्लॉयमेंट वॉज करेक्ट और नॉट. तो व्यू पे क्लिक करेंगे. वी क्लिक्ड ऑन द व्यू. सी, गॉट इट. Let me share you. आप लोग भी you can also open on your system for that. Copy and let me show you on this thing. आपको कमेंट में मैंने सेंड कर दिया है वेब की लिंक. प्लीज चेक आउट द कमेंट. On comment you got this web link. Okay, you can click on that particular web link. Okay, and you can type here. Hello, I love you all. Okay, so this is a web deployment of your machine learning model and check the prediction. Okay, positive sentiment. Chetan, happy? Chetan, are you there?
Yes. Absolutely, I'm happy, very happy. This time our project goes to deployed
Finally deployment on web.
perfectly.
Perfectly
Yes,
deployment on web.
yes. This is nice.
Nirmal, like last week we did this one for no last talk market prediction, right? So this also we can deploy like in the same manner.
Same manner. Same manner you can
Okay.
deploy. Same approach you need to follow. And that will be now your live website. This is your live website now. And you can
Okay. So
use anywhere, any access anywhere.
okay.
Just your whatever the approach which I told you, creation of proc file, requirement.txt, Python file you need to upload, model you need to upload, and everything should have to be perfect. If you're following the same approach, done. That's it.
Now, like in the previous last week, if we have to upload the CSV file as an input, so how we can do it? Here we are
No
providing
CSV,
one text.
no CSV file you need to upload. I guess wahan you need to whatever the input, what kind of input you need to give at the previous.
So I in the previous one, like we wanted to predict what will be the next closing price, right? Next week or right
Prediction
based
करना
on the
है. हाँ
based on the past data.
तो हम
Yeah.
what we are going to do is here in Streamlit there are already different features available where you can give the numerical part also, numerical things also. So the thing is, yeah, whatever the kind of deployment which we have achieved right now, that is totally based upon the kind of web you have created using Streamlit. Okay, so I request just kindly go through some Streamlit tutorials, how to enter text,
Okay.
how to
Okay.
how to enter numerics. Okay, so it will gonna help you to create a simple web page. Then you can proceed ahead with it. If you got a success, then here you are, obviously I told you how to get it. Okay, so here you can use any kind of text and perform the prediction. Either I can refresh this thing. Yeah. Okay. Yes, any doubt, please let me know. Yes, Chetan.
Sir, please try the one sentence. Delhi is a capital of India.
Delhi is a capital of
Of India.
India. Positive sentiment.
But it's neutral. It's not
Yeah,
neutral.
neutral. Because the point is we haven't classified this thing on one more category, that is a neutral part. So that's why.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
if there are other classes also, so definitely it will give you that result also.
So
Okay, it will identify only negative and rest
Yeah,
of will be
negative and
positive.
positive. Yeah, negative and positive
Okay.
both.
so
Okay.
Okay,
Nirmal,
sir.
we have to add also the biasness. We have to remove the biasness kind of thing.
Bias. If you are going to work with some deep learning, then there could be possibility. What kind of bias actually we are looking forward for? Bias is something, na, that means the difference between the predicted and the actual. That is called as a bias.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
so
this project is ready, but we have three option already in database: positive, negative, and neutral. So, how we can handle the neutral?
see, we don't have any third option available. We are already available to only two option in the data set. In this data set, we are already only two only. No,
Okay,
no three.
neutral is not
No,
available.
no, 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 no,
Okay. I think neutral is also available.
no, no. Only positive, negative.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so either you can give Ferrite, you are not good. enough.
Okay, it will negative.
You are not good enough to handle the task. For example, can I write anything here and let me have a prediction? Negative sentiment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how we have done the sentiment. I hope ये Google की तरह पेज दिख रहा है और काफी मतलब लाइट पेज अच्छा दिख रहा है. Isn't it?
Yes, yes,
Okay. So this was something a small effort from my side. I hope यदि कहीं आपको मतलब if you found it learning interesting or whatever. Okay, so this is certainly an effort.
So remember, same algorithm we can use it for translation of send a text like from one English to other language or like from other language to English.
Yes, you can translate na translation from one to another. See, same model translation. See, translation requires, see, Google is already having a translator ना, है ना. तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, ऑलरेडी पाइथन में प्री डिफाइंड लाइब्रेरीज आर अवेलेबल. फॉर दैट यू कैन यूज दोज लाइब्रेरीज एंड परफॉर्म द ट्रांसलेशन. ये कर सकते हो. और नहीं तो फिर आपके पास यू शुड हैव अ डेटा सेट. एक डेटा सेट आप रहिए, यू शुड हैव अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ डेटा सेट इन विच ऑलरेडी ट्रांसलेशन हैज बीन डन. उससे अपने मॉडल को ट्रेन करिए और उससे फिर रिजल्ट बनाइए. ये हो सकता है. यार, आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? Either
Yeah.
you can use already predefined, or either you train your model according to the data set if it has been available. Okay.
But I guess there is a limitation of what are you using right now? Yeah, Hadoku.
हाँ
There is a
हाँ हेरोको, या देयर
limitation.
इज अ लिमिटेशन ना. तो अभी तो मुझे
Like
डिप्लॉयमेंट, हाँ, यदि मैं क्लाउड अभी क्लाउड सर्विस वट एवर द इट इज बिन गिवन टू मी अभी क्या विदाउट एनी मनी आई एम सी आई एम लिमिटेशन. इफ यू गिव द मनी, ओके हियर, तो वो लिमिटेशन भी आपकी खत्म कर देगा विद्यासागर. दे दो उसे, मतलब यू नीड टू एक्स्ट्रा सर्विसेज. तो ऑब्वियसली एक इवन देर आर फ्री सर्विस एंड देर आर समथिंग
yes.
एक्स्ट्रा. तो बात, आई होप यू गॉट द पॉइंट. मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा
And sir, in the like AWS and Google call,
हूँ.
like in that kind of cloud service, we have to register our credit card
हाँ
also. In
हाँ हाँ
and Heroku, there is no requirement of credit card.
हाँ हाँ.
So
बट
you
वो
can
कुछ,
use Python anywhere too. Anywhere too. It's same like Hadoku.
okay, yes.
Yeah.
okay,
Nirmal, one more
yeah,
this one.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Is
yes.
there any way we can develop model where we can convert voice to text and text to demo?
हाँ वो भी है, आई गेस. टेक्स्ट रिकॉग्नाइजेशन, वॉइस रिकॉग्नाइजेशन, दैट्स बीन ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल, आई गेस. दीज लाइब्रेरीज आर आल्सो बीन अवेलेबल. Okay, and we are using, I think, ये Google, in fact in WhatsApp also, if you just say something in speech recognition, okay, it
Speech
will
recognition.
convert it into text. Now that is already, these things are already available. All the applications which you are using, that is either you can use na वो Google Assistant or whatever.
I agree. We can, but can develop that kind of model.
हाँ कर सकते हैं, डेवलपमेंट कर सकते हैं सारा. दैट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ, देन वो सॉफ्टवेयर वो डेवलपमेंट में चला गया वो फिर पूरा पार्ट. या डेवलपमेंट हो ही चुका है ना. वी आर ऑलरेडी यूजिंग, कर सकते हैं.
Okay.
ओके सो
So,
See, I
so
am working on TTS, and I am facing the problem in TTS. Like they are not able to pronounce the word that is Hindi, like Ramayana.
ओके.
Okay, Delhi. They will not pronounce to mean in the proper way.
ओके.
Yeah.
ओके.
So in that scenario, uh, how can I pretend the model? How can I use the pretend models and
For the pronunciations, for the pronunciation of
uh,
the words, see, actually,
yeah.
if I just say, there are some TV shows also in, I guess, in US and something like that, where pronunciation of the words and something is there. If you know, matlab I had seen pronunciation of the words should be correct. There's a competition events has been there related to the words and the actual pronoun. If they just say the word, they need to what characters has been used to be used in that particular words. So again, the thing is, you need to train your model accordingly. That, and for a pronunciation, there should be libraries. And what happening at this stage also we can give a text and there is some voice over came there are already online platforms in which you can give the text and they're giving you voice either in a male or either in a female. वो बोलते हैं ऐसा एक एक वर्ड रीड बाय रीड दे जस्ट रीड okay hello your name is like this is something just reading and just pronouncing whatever has been written according to the word. Okay, so they have trained it accordingly.
Yeah. I have used Decathlon model
Okay,
for that very
okay,
purpose.
okay.
But like Kutub Minar, I have Kutub Minar, right? I have typed this word, this word, Kutub Minar. They will say Kutab Minar, Kutab
Okay,
Minar,
wrong
because
है गलत.
yeah, because in their dictionary, ku is not present, right?
हाँ
Ku
हाँ.
is not present.
So the
Uh,
again Vidyasagar, the point is update the dictionary accordingly. You need to use those words and trained use those updation of the dictionary, updation of the words should be there. And once they got these additional words, they definitely retrained, and next time they are going to give you the results, final results. That's it.
But in their dictionary, how can I update that their dictionary?
Mm-hmm.
Because in Tekatron or whatever the model you are using,
Uh-huh.
mostly they are built on
Hmm. Similarly,
English word.
NLTK.
English.
Just for example, NLTK is also
Yeah.
there. How should I update NLTK, sir? There's a question, sir. How
Yeah.
should I update? Okay, NLTK is already available with 50 corpora and all these stop words and a word in it and
Yeah.
punctuation. Already that's available, sir. How should there will be an updation is there? What should
Yeah,
be?
because there is a problem between the phonemes. Their
Huh.
phonemes is on around 43
Huh.
English
Huh.
phonemes.
Huh. Huh. Huh.
43 or 27.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
43, I
Hmm.
believe.
Hmm.
And English Hindi phonemes is 57 or 58.
Hmm. Hmm.
So our phonemes is more than them, means English phonemes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then how can and they are working on phonemes. They are just contracting they are merging the phonemes to generate the voice.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So how can I like do like them? Like how can I break the words into phonemes?
Okay, so this is something if you trying to do that automatically the division of the word should be there and updation should have to be there. I guess this could be quite challenging. The point is either if you find these kind of words, okay, you create your database separately. Initially, you do this thing. Then later on, we are going to discuss about how to for execute ahead. Okay,
Okay.
Vidyasagar. If you
Okay
find
then.
these challenge, if find these limitations, just create your separate database. Okay, this is something, and this is what I got. Then later on, yeah, definitely, because this is something a challenging. This is a challenging a research issue. What you are sharing with me now, this is a research issue.
Mhm.
Okay, and then what kind of model should be required here to work upon these tasks? So it requires some big discussion over it.
Sir, sir,
That's it.
this is a third part of our recording.
Yeah, yeah, third part of the recording.
Okay, okay. Otherwise, what happen
Uh-huh.
if anything lost? Then the project.
Okay, so shall I stop the recording now?
Okay.